The American Broadcasting Company has given us some of the greatest programming in the history of television. From Roots, to The Day After, to the original home of Monday Night Football. When it comes to quality primetime television, ABC has long since stood as a network of excellence. But even Babe Ruth struck out a lot. What follows is a list of television shows that for one reason or another were thrown into the trash can faster than you can say, "I don't think so, Tim." I'm not going to shy away from the agony of defeat here. These are the top 10 failed shows of ABC. And of course, I'm not going to list every failed show on ABC. There were hundreds of them. But do let me know if I missed any good ones. And please do subscribe to this channel for more television and retail nostalgia content. First off, an honorable mention, Clerks the Animated Series. The independent film Clerks needs no introduction, and immediately after its success, work began on an animated series that eventually landed on ABC. However, it was a round peg in a square hole, and the series was cancelled after 2 out-of-order episodes aired. Fans who were incredibly disappointed took full advantage of the 6-episode series later being released on DVD to great success. Today, it is considered to be one of the most underrated animated series of all time once it found its footing. And now, the main list. Number 10, Saturday Night Live with Howard Cosell. Not to be confused with NBC's Saturday Night Live, which has been a late-night staple since 1975, ABC's Saturday Night Live with Howard Cosell aired on primetime in the fall of that same year. Although it attracted a great deal of star power, including Frank Sinatra and Aretha Franklin, the show failed almost immediately due to the ABC sports legend Howard Cosell unable to moonlight as a comedian. And like a vulture in the night, NBC swiped the name, and the rest, as they say, is history. Number 9, Cop Rock. Who said we needed a musical police crime drama? Certainly not me, nor did most of American viewers for that matter. Cop Rock is widely considered to be one of the most bizarre TV shows to be greenlit, as it is a show about police work set to singing and dancing. The show was cancelled after 11 episodes. The worst part is that this show is the work of Steven Bochco, who also created some of the greatest police dramas of all time, including LA Law, Hill Street Blues, and NYPD Blue. Ouch. Number 8, The Dana Carvey Show. What a wild ride this show was. The former SNL cast member was given his own sketch comedy show on ABC Primetime. The show featured a cast of future comedy legends including Steve Carell, Stephen Colbert, and Bob Odenkirk. Promoted to great fanfare, it's likely that the most family-friendly audiences of ABC Primetime in the 1990s simply couldn't get past the incredibly strange imagery of Dana Carvey as Bill Clinton breastfeeding babies and puppies to kick off the program's run. I don't think the show ever really recovered from that, and neither did my eyeballs. Number 7, Cavemen. In 2007, the very popular Geico commercial series, which explained that switching to Geico is so easy a caveman could do it, was turned into a sitcom. The show earned over 9 million viewers in its first week, and then it nosedived. By week 2, it lost a third of its total viewers, and it just kept tanking from there. ABC pulled the plug after 6 episodes. At least they didn't say that making a funny sitcom is so easy a caveman could do it, because as we learned with this show, the answer is no. Number 6, The One, Making a Music Star. ABC gave us this show in 2006 after an intense promotional campaign, calling it the show Fox doesn't want you to see. The One, Making a Music Star was essentially a combination of American Idol with elements of Big Brother. The idea is that contestants would compete with each other behind the scenes as well as on stage. By 2006, it just seemed like voice competition shows were just being haphazardly thrown at us, and the audience became fatigued. The ratings for The One started out bad and progressively got worse as time went on. It lasted only 4 episodes before being canceled. Number 5, The Tammy Grimes Show. In 1966, Broadway legend Tammy Grimes was given her own show on ABC where she played essentially an early version of Paris Hilton. The show received very negative feedback from viewers, and it was canceled after only 4 episodes. Today, this might not seem that strange, but in 1966, this practice was extremely unusual. Executive producer William Dozier called the series an unorganized disaster. Oh my. Number 4, Work It. Where do I begin? How does a show about men cross-dressing to become prominent women get greenlit in the year 2012? The premise had already ran its course decades prior, and this was before any kind of sensitivity towards the transgender population was recognized. This show was widely hated by audiences who, no matter what your take is, just weren't putting up with such unfunny content anymore. This shit lasted 2 episodes. Number 3 is a tie, Dot Comedy and Videos After Dark. Did we not learn our lesson with Australia's Naughtiest Home Videos? It was impossible not to separate both of these failures, and thus they will tie for 3rd place on this list. Both of these shows were essentially modernized versions of the very, very popular and still running America's Funniest Home Videos. The latter show was even produced by Vin DiBona and starred Bob Saget, who by 2019, of course, was finally getting noticed for his hard R-rated stand-up routines. America, is this really you? Number 2, Emily's Reasons Why Not. The popular novel of the same name and the star power of Heather Graham seemed like a match made in heaven for ABC. But even though the show was highly publicized in 2006 after millions of dollars was spent on its promotion, ABC made the decision to pull the plug after the pilot episode, claiming it simply wasn't going to get better from here. Legend tells the story that ABC never even screened the pilot first, but I do find that hard to believe. And the number 1 most failed show on ABC, Turn On. The most infamous television show of all time, Turn On was a sketch comedy show in the vein of Laugh-In, but given a futuristic computer motif and a great deal of more adult humor. The edgy show, which brought in hundreds of angry phone calls to ABC in 1969, was canceled halfway through its premiere. The show's first host, Tim Conway, stated that the premiere party and the cancellation party were the exact same parties. Today, it is still the only network television show in the United States to be canceled during its premiere.